So, Gary, do you think that MLB and the Yankees are conspiring against A-Rod?
Good morning.
Forget good morning.
Journalism with no pretense. Get right to it.
Come on, because again, you're an anti-conspiracy theorist in general, I think, overall. And you have to, do you go with this and think that the world is against him now? He's got to go to some doctor he doesn't even know, send him the MRI and say, trust me, A-Rod is ready to play.
Well, here's the thing. If I give somebody over $100 million
yes,
to represent me and to, be the type of guy, a symbol of my franchise, then I find out he's a cheat, is that a conspiracy that you don't want to have him around?
Right, like, are they not entitled to do that? That's your question. Okay,
yeah,
right.
That's the thing. Listen, I've reached a point with him where you don't believe anybody. His thing is he's healthy to play, and the Yankees, if you believe the stories, would like to find out that he's hurt and then collect the insurance money to pay him off.
But the thing is like, he's the one who complained that he had this quad problem in the first place. He's the one who said he wasn't ready to play. Now he finds this doctor who he basically talks to on the phone, and the doctor, I love this, the doctor's quote is, he's in Hackensack, New Jersey. He says, I knew this guy who knew A-Rod. He said, look at the MRI. I thought it'd be fun. Yeah. He goes, I thought it'd be fun. It'd be interesting. And now after the first half hour, it's not fun anymore. Yeah, oops.
But then this guy, this doctor that he found, doesn't he have some connection to steroids?
It's no. Now his wellness center or whatever was investigated or something, but it was a few years ago, and he says it had nothing to do with any of that. It was somebody who was working there. Anyway, that's a whole. But when you do something, you now open yourself up, right? You now suddenly everybody's looking. Who is this doctor? But he had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, and once again, this is just from what you read and hear, is that Alex Rodriguez wants to collect his money. Now it's reached that point that he wants his money.
Yeah.
And that, the only way he will collect his money is by saying he's ready to participate.
Okay.
And so he's
right.
The times of, all right, well, let's work together, they're pretty much over. That's why he's, had the doctor call the radio show and say Alex Rodriguez is fine.
Okay.
So I don't think there's a conspiracy.
Okay.
Now it's reached one point where he wants his money and the Yankees would prefer to have the insurance kick in.
Okay, now I feel that's well explained. Explain to me how, because I'm looking at the numbers. I'm going, okay, I get that the Giants lose. I get that it's 2.5 months now with the worst record in baseball. But how do you have 15 hits and they only get 3 runs? What's going on that they strand 15 runners? Well, that accident, mistakes like that. I mean, how can this happen?
Well, it happens when you're not very good. And then Hunter Pence had 5 hits and didn't score a run.
It's like, please,
and
right?
That's what they call, coming through with the big hit. And they didn't have the big hits. And now they've reached a point, as I've told you on KRON 4, they've won 2 championships the last 3 years.
Yeah.
They're just not very good this year. And, hey, you've been tremendous in the morning. Nobody can ad-lib like you. Nobody can carry a show. Nobody can repeat the same story, seriously, 17 times all morning and do it differently every time.
Yes.
But if you have a couple of bad months or the ratings maybe aren't what they should be, you want everybody to say, now you stink?
Well, and then coincidentally to have to then go, let's say, get some sort of an award. Because they're going to the White House. At this very time, they go to the White House on Monday. It's like, oh, maybe I don't want to get this right now.
Yeah, we were arguing about this yesterday. They just went to the White House a couple of years ago. So, I don't know. It's just kind of, right now, you got to fly to Washington, D.C. I guess you're on your way to back east to play anyway. But
oh, right. Just stop off.
My point is, all these people that all of a sudden, seriously, 6 months ago, Brian Sabian, the Giants, they're so smart. Oh, they're the best. Now they suck. I think people just ease up. They're not very good this year.
Okay, and the A's.
And I won't stand for it.
No, do not. And we need to continue to give props to the A's. And while they have not been hitting as well as they could or fabulously, they sure. I mean, when you come through with these homers and 2-run homers, good for you.
I've always said if you hit the ball over the fence, that's good.
That's good.
No, but you know what's lucky too for the A's and Seattle? and also the Angels and Texas, is
Right.
that Houston was moved into their division.
Right.
And Houston is the worst team in baseball, and they'll play them 19 times this year.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and the A's are 11-1 against them.
Well, and the A's are good, though. They are
no,
good.
The A's are really good.
Forget the
and yet you
Astros,
saw
yeah.
at the All-Star game, they get one guy selected. So it's one of those deals. You keep looking up and saying, man, that's a real team.
All right, now, you may need to look away for this, and I don't have the close shot, which is fine. Just go to the internet if you really want to see a guy's ankle snapped. But we'll just show you the...
Don't send people away from television.
Well, I don't want to see it. I mean, I'm just going to show you the general
Stay
look.
with KRON for all morning. We have weather. We have traffic.
And this, right?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah,
did you
of course
see?
I saw it.
Oh my God! So why did he? So
I'm
Tim
the
Hudson.
sports director at KRON. I had one of my kids step on my ankle so I could know how it feels.
No, and he's a former A, so that caught my eye right away. Tim Hudson, he's pitching great. He goes to cover first, and it's like he put his foot right in the middle of the bag.
Yeah, you very rarely see a guy get stepped on, and you would think, and you know what's cool about this is that Eric Young, who stepped on him, went over to apologize. I don't know if you have the clip here.
Yeah.
But they actually, grabbed each other's hands, and Hudson's a really cool guy. He just kind of gave him a look like, it's okay, I know you didn't do it on purpose.
He absolutely did not. And to go from that, and he's obviously in incredible pain, and that was just horrible, to a pretty big injury with a double break to the wrist. I want to show you this kid who actually is happy about it because it was Cristiano Ronaldo's, I guess he was trying to do a free kick. It was an inch or two off.
Okay.
And so this kid, this 11-year-old, is now, and you know, Cristiano known for the free kicks, right? It's really fast. It's really hard. It bends. This kid is in the stands, really close up, behind the goalpost. He sees it coming to his head. His father dives out of the way. Nice, Dad.
Oh, geez.
He puts his hand up. It breaks his wrist. He stays in the stands the whole time. And they gave him a jersey and a ball, and he's happy as a clam.
Yeah, but he broke his wrist?
But he broke his wrist in 2 places, but he did not care. Are you kidding me? I mean, to have his hero. I asked the guys, would you like to be taken out, wiped out by your favorite sports hero? Would that be worth it and cool? They says, oh yeah, it'll be great.
Who said that?
Zito, your boy right here, Zito, who's producing the show.
I love
He
Zito,
said, I'd love
that's
it.
ridiculous.
I'd love it. Did Tom Brady mow me over? I don't care. I'd be happy.
By the way, what did you say? As we know, Ronaldo is famous for what?
As you know, he's famous for his free kicks.
I didn't know that.
You did not know that.
Of course I did.
You learned a little something.
And you didn't know it either till you read it off some sheet.
Famous for his free kicks. All right, we'll see you, Garrett.
Hey, well, I'll learn something. I'll see you.